InDesign is the successor to Adobe's own PageMaker, which was acquired with the purchase of Aldus in late 1994. By 1998, PageMaker had lost almost the entire professional market to the comparatively feature-rich Quark Express 3.3 released in 1992 and 4.0 released in 1996. Quark stated its intention to buy out Adobe and to divest the combined company of PageMaker to avoid antitrust issues. In 2002, InDesign was the first Mac OS X native desktop publishing software. In version 3, it received a boost in distribution by being bundled with Photoshop, Illustrator, and Acrobat in the Creative Suite. InDesign exports document in Adobe's portable document format, the PDF, and has multilingual support. It was the first desktop publishing application to support Unicode for text processing, advanced typography with OpenType fonts, advanced transparency features, layout styles, optical margin alignment, and cross-platform scripting using JavaScript. Later versions of the software introduced new file formats. To support the new features, especially typographic, introduced with InDesign CS, both the program and its document are not backward compatible. Instead, InDesign CS2 has the backward compatible INX format, an XML-based document representation. InDesign CS versions, updated with the 3.1 April 2005 update, can read InDesign CS2 saved files exported to the INX format. The InDesign Interchange format does not support versions earlier than InDesign CS. Adobe developed InDesign CS3 as universal binary software compatible with the native Intel and PowerPC Mac machines in 2007, 2 years after the announced 2005 schedule, inconveniencing Intel Mac early adopters. Adobe CEO Bruce Chizen had announced that Adobe will be first with a complete line of universal applications. The CS2 Mac version had code tightly integrated to the PPC architecture and not natively compatible with the Intel processors in Apple's new machines. So porting the products to another platform was more difficult than had been anticipated. Adobe developed the CS3 application integrating Macromedia Products 2005 rather than recompiling CS2 and simultaneously developing CS3.
What is Adobe InDesign? By the word Adobe, it is obviously developed and produced by Adobe Systems. Adobe InDesign is a desktop publishing software application. It is an industry standard for publishing designs like creating flyers, brochures, magazines, newspapers, books, etc. And it is normally used by graphic designers, artists, publishers, and marketing professionals. But that doesn't mean we students can't use it, right? Projects created using InDesign can be shared in both digital and print formats. Images and illustrations are usually not created with InDesign, rather layouts using text, images, and drawings that are often built in other programs that are assembled into a layout using InDesign. InDesign is especially useful for documents containing multiple pages, layouts that combine text and images, and those contain significant amounts of text. It also supports export to EPUB and SW formats to create ebooks and digital publications, including digital magazines and content suitable for consumption on tablet computers. In addition, InDesign supports XML, style sheets, and other coding markup, making it suitable for exporting tag text content for use in other digital and online formats. Now that we know what Adobe InDesign is, let's go with the next topic.
Installation. To install the Adobe InDesign, you need first to install the software. You can install it by going to www.adobe.com and find the Adobe InDesign there. You can avail its free trial for 1 month, or you can buy the whole app by paying the subscription. Once you've installed the app, you need not to close any other Adobe apps you've opened on your computer or laptop. Once you've closed them, you need now to insert the installation disk to the disk drive, and by there, you can follow the instruction and then move on to activate your Adobe InDesign.
PDF is a file format that makes your document easy to view and exchange outside of InDesign. The InDesign file extension or INDD is a file type for the software Adobe InDesign. The elements included in the InDesign file extension are layouts, page data, and other files. The most common use for INDD files are publishing flyers, newspaper, and other business layout. One helpful benefit of INDD file type is an uphold and visual layout of entire project or presentation during any change implemented, such as adding text or graphics. This is crucial for anyone working on company project that require graphics or animated text of any kind.
The purpose of activation is to prevent software piracy by ensuring that the only users who purchase the program can use it. Software activation works by validating that the software's activation ID has not been used on more PCs than allowed by the software's end-user license agreement. During activation, the software ID and an identifier number derived from the PC's hardware configuration is sent to Palisade's activation system during activation. There are two routes for activation: automatic activation and manual activation. If you have a single-user retail license for your Adobe software, you will be asked to activate your software. This is a simple anonymous process that you must complete within 30 days of starting the software. If the activation dialog box isn't already open, choose Help Activate. And also, you can follow the on-screen instructions.
So after you activated the software, set here to verify or to clarify its software status and when will it be expired by selecting the manager or help license in the software menu. Caution: the activated license in the computer. Before you wipe the hard drive of it or decommission the computer, to pressure the license you must deactivate its software by or through help of the license manager or help license in the software menu. If you uninstall its software, it will not release the license. Next is list of some of the good things why people uses Adobe.
These are some of the good things why people uses Adobe InDesign, or what we call accessibility features. First is it is accessible to people with disabilities, such as mobility impairness, blindness, and low vision. People with visual disabilities cannot discern graphics and images, so accessible PDF files need to include alternative text descriptions that assistive technologies such as screen reader or text-to-speech engines can vocalize in order to describe the image to the user. And it's easier to add alt text to image in Adobe InDesign. Another is it supports high contrast mode. Let us know why high contrast mode is helpful. High contrast mode uses a limited color palette with contrasting colors to make an interface easier to use. Users with photosensitivity or contrast issues can benefit greatly from using high contrast modes on their computer, as well as people in low light environments.
Graphics without captions include alternate text. This accessibility feature helps us find more help when it comes to coming up with the best possible way to make our graphics in gaining better captions or just helping us with more ways to use to creating captions or just not put captions at all. It makes us create the perfect kinds of texts that we desire the most with ease. Next, each frame has title to indicate its purpose. Now, This one is a feature that allows people to identify the usage or the reason why a frame is being used or why you pick that frame. This helps people who use Adobe InDesign to gain easy access and help people to choose what they need when it comes to frames.
Standard HTML tags define content for screen reading or text-to-speech tools, and its style sheets control formatting. A screen reader is a form of assistive technology that renders text and image content as speech or braille output. Screen readers are essential to people who are blind and are useful to people who are visually impaired.
Then we have the user can change text size with standard context menu commands. This type of feature is also very important, especially when it comes to those that often use Adobe InDesign to create texts, paragraphs, and such. This accessibility feature helps people to instantly change their specified text to whatever they want within the course of the choices of commands.
And links are underlined for easy recognition. These links, also known as hyperlinks, are links that lead us to another site or program.
There are a wide range of existing things you can create in Adobe InDesign. Examples are: number 1, magazine covers. You can create both interior layouts and covers for magazines in Adobe InDesign. Number 2, flyers and brochures. InDesign is perfectly tuned for creating single-page, double-sided, and multi-page documents. Number 3, book covers. You can set up a cover design for a paperback book in InDesign. Number 4, business cards. InDesign allows you to create beautiful business cards, perfectly optimized for print in next to no time. Number 5, resumes. Creating resumes in InDesign is quick and easy and allows you to be more experimental in color, typography, and document layout.